Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Management by objectives. How we can improve? Few guidelines. Guidelines for better objectives. Generally management by objectives means management is keeping some kind of objectives so that they can efficiently, they can work out, they can achieve the targets. This is management by objectives. But few guidelines if you give it them, then they can fit a better objectives. That guidelines will see today's class, and also advantages, disadvantages of management by objectives, that we'll see. So first of all, guidelines. Guidelines for setting objectives. Before setting objectives, simple 5 guidelines to be considered by the management. The first guideline is classifying the objectives. Objectives means some mission, some ambition, some kind of targets you are keeping for the organization, right? So this objectives, classify it. Classify the objectives. How do you classify it? The best way is basic objectives you take some, then major objectives. Basic means minimum, primary, and major objectives like earning profits, how much we have to earn, by what date we have to earn profits, and how we have to improve the organization quality, product, how to improve the sales, like that. Major. Okay, so major objectives you keep separately, and outstanding objectives, if you classify it like this. Outstanding means, you understand, do you understand? Outstanding means some other objectives we wanted to include it to be implemented. Okay, if you prepare like this objectives, classifying the objectives in different ways, primary, major, outstanding, then that will give you more clarity about the objectives. So this one way of giving guidelines for setting up the objectives. Second one is determining the areas of objectives. When you set up the objectives, focus on the areas of object. Which area you wanted to focus? Objectives separately, area wise you have to focus. What areas? Functional areas you have to focus. What are the functional areas? If you take any organization, functional areas like production department, production area, marketing areas, and HR area, finance, like different areas. Functional areas you focus separately so that we can achieve a lots of things if you focus like this. So this is another way. And third one is coordinating various objectives. There are different objectives, so all these objects you have to coordinate. For this, what is needed is, here you have to go some unique plans, some strategic plans you have to go. Strategic plans you have to plan, and then only you'll be able to achieve it. Now here, key factor is going to make the lot of difference. What is the key factor? Key factor means, suppose say for different kind of people, different key factors will be there. For one department, their key factor or their goal can be to get more sales. For another department, it could be a production, increasing the production. For another department, setting the quality, like. Okay, so key factor like finance department or production department, different key factors you can keep it, so that you will be able to coordinate properly without any delay. And fourth one is, objectives should be realistic. When you keep the objectives, when you set up the objectives at this level only, so it must be realistic. It shouldn't be like not reachable, unable to catch it, we cannot fulfill it, there is no possibility. This kind of words should not enter. Don't give such kind of word scope. Okay, so you have to be very clear about it. It must be realistic, we are able to reach it. How do you make it realistic objectives? When you prepare objectives, how do you make it, how do you decide that it is realistic? The basic is that previous years data. For the past 5 years, we have been achieving so and so thing, something we are expecting better than this. That could be realistic. For the past 5 years, we are getting a profit of say 50 lakh only, but we are expecting this year 1 lakh 50,000. That would be unrealistic, isn't it? So it must be always realistic, near to the receiving. we are able to approach it, we are able to get it in that way, it has to be. And lastly, flexibility of adjustments. Objectives, whatever objectives you have decided, so that objectives there should be some flexibility, you will be able to adjust that flexibility, then only it will be a good objective, management by objective. If no flexibility, then it will be difficult sometimes according to the technology, according to the economic factors, and sometimes due to some unexpected things which are happening in the market, and maybe customer taste is changing or competitors are entered a lot, then any of such kind of things you have to be flexible, change it according to the situation, change it according to the things, right? So these are the main guidelines for setting up objectives. Focus on this, then you can set up good objectives. Now what are the benefits? If you understand so far, management objective is what is this management objective, process, introduction class, and also guidelines, then it is very easy to take it out the advantages or disadvantages. That is what we are seeing now. First one is benefits or advantages of the management by objectives. First one is better management. If you have proper way of management by objectives, then the management will be always good management, better management, efficient management, because they are working with some ambition, they have some mission, isn't it? If that is not there, simply management is there and somebody is working, they do not have much knowledge, they are not much involved, they don't have any objectives, then that's a different story, right? So if you go for management objectives, better management you will find, and clarifying organization is also going to get some clarification, some idea what is happening, why we are working, what is the goal, what is the ambition, so why we are working, and what we have to achieve, what is our target. This kind of clarity organization is going to get when you have MBO. And encouraging personal commitment, here right from the beginning we are seeing that every management ambition is to focus on the employees, subordinates. There should be a good understanding, there should be a good coordination, there should be a good communication, there should be a good encouragement according to their efficiency, that we have been discussing. So this is possible, encouraging personal commitment, if you have proper MBO. And in the same way, developing controls, you can control the entire organization. We are keeping MBO, management by objectives, each area wise, functional area wise, just now we have discussed. So where it is here. So every area we have good idea, every department we have good idea, then automatically all the organization, entire organization is under your control, because you are focusing in such a way. So that is developing controls. And improves communication, there's a good relations between the management and the employees or subordinates, you can say. So there is no miscommunication, there is no communication gap at all, they can talk to each other, they can discuss with each other, they can communicate each other. Wherever there is no communication gap, it means there will be definitely a good growth in the organization. Employee and employer, both the relations will be always goes very smoothly, in a very systematic and efficient way it goes. So that is possible, improves communication and improves efficiency also. Personal encouragement is there to the subordinates, motivation is there, encouragement is there, and also incentives are given to the efficient employees, then automatically that leads to the efficiency of the entire organization. So improves efficiency. These are the benefits of MBO. There are some weaknesses, or you can say disadvantages also, few areas. If these things are there, like first one, failure to teach MBO philosophy. MBO is not just objective, it is a philosophy also we discussed. If you are unable to understand it, it is not going to work out, it is not going to give you a good result also. So that you have to understand. If you don't have this understanding, no use. Second one, failure to give guidelines to achieve goals. Management should be efficient here. If management is not efficient, whatever goals are set or objectives are set, so that won't be much constructive, and they won't be able to give the guidelines to the employees also. So this could be one of the drawback or weakness. And also difficult in setting goals. They are not fit, they do not have much knowledge, and setting up goals itself is the very big problem. They can't set the goals unless you have good knowledge in the organizational activities, a good understanding on the organization past history, and what we can achieve it. Command is required. Where there is no command, where there is no knowledge, so this will become a drawback. No use of MBO. And also emphasis on short term objectives only. Most of the time they are focusing on the short term objectives. Every management is ready to focus on short term objectives. Short term objective means the objectives which are set below 1 year. Maybe objective kept for 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months, 10 months, whatever it may be, it's below 1 year. So they'll be focusing on short term only because it is very easy. Setting up easy, following is easy, but they are ignoring the long term objectives. Long term objective is not there, then this won't be giving you a fruitful results. Always short term, long term both has to be followed. Yeah, focusing, if they are focusing only on short term, then that will become a weakness or drawback. And lastly, danger in inflexibility. There must be always flexibility. If there is a inflexibility, rigid, I kept some objectives, we have to follow it, no changes, don't want to go any kind of alterations, then that will become problem. Because as we have discussed in the previous class also, always according to the technology, according to the society, according to the economic factors, social conditions, customer choice, or competitors, all these things, we have to make our management by objectives always flexible. If at all inflexible, rigid, then this is not going to work out. So these are the few weakness areas, or weakness, or drawbacks, or disadvantages, you can say. So with this, today management by objectives topic is completed. Am I clear? If you're finding any other topics related to the management by objectives, if I am not covering it, please check it out. Got an understanding? Can refer lots of books. Stay connected, we'll cover more topics, and don't forget to share this video. Good luck.